What's up guys, CyberHoudini here and welcome back to your daily dose of gaming. It is Friday the 19th of March and today it's some good news and some bad news. It's a hell of a day. I was not expecting this news today, but it's Friday. Happy Friday. We made it to the weekend, baby. Hell yes. Hell yes. We got some good stuff planned afterwards as well. We might return to Asgard in Assassin's Creed. I'm excited for that. I hope everyone's doing well. So, let's kick this off. Let's jump straight into the news. We're starting off with a little bit of good news, bad news. Unfortunately, Gotham Knights has been delayed into 2022. It is what it is. I mean, they obviously need more time. Kind of makes sense. We got that first little bit of gameplay. That's all we've got since then. So this is Warner Brothers Montreal, the guys behind the Batman Arkham Origins game. This is what they've been working on. They've had a couple of projects, but unfortunately they've been kind of you know, pushed to the side a little bit. Warner Brothers are definitely, they're trying to, you know, line up a nice few games, but you know, be very careful with these kind of things. You delay it long enough and the hype dies down, or you cancel a couple of games and then the hype, you know, like something like what EA did with Star Wars 1313. Now I bet they wish they kept that game going, but there you go. So that's really all they have to say, that they just need more time. One of the writers on it, he used to work for IGN and that. He's helped out with Star Wars Squadrons, I believe, as well. You know, he said that it'll be worth the wait, and I will believe it. You know, this might be a chance for them to polish things as well. Who knows? It might even allow them to create, you know, different nights. Like we have been saying, that having 3 different tiers of Robin, you know, like Red Hood and Nightwing and Robin himself. Still feels like 3 Robins and Batman. But I mean, we'll see. Or Batgirl, actually. Sorry, Batgirl. Yeah, I'll probably play as Batgirl. Bruce himself is not showing up, but maybe he will. You know, the whole idea is to track him down. We'll see. I hope to God them taking this extra time means that we're not going to get just a DC version of Avengers. That'd be great, because I don't think that's where we want to go. Like, if they just have a look at what the actual market likes, you'll see that single player games are doing better than ever. And as the video game industry itself just grows and grows and the player base grows time and time again, games are making more money than ever. So yeah, I'm still hyped as hell. This is to be expected. Unfortunately, I'm not wholly surprised. I would expect a lot more games like that to be delayed. Like I said, I'm very much convinced that God of War Ragnarok is a 2022 game as well. And ironically enough, Cory Barlog actually tweeted out underneath the Gotham Knights tweet. So there you go. Basically saying, oh, I'm excited for this one, it'll be worth the wait, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it might mean nothing, but to me that kind of says, hey, go easy on these guys, because we got to drop our bomb soon enough. We'll see. Here's the thing, you know, with God of War Ragnarok, we haven't seen anything but a logo, so it wouldn't surprise me there. This, on the other hand, I thought maybe, you know, if it was going to be delayed, we might still got it, you know, the later half. But it is what it is. I wish them all the luck. You know, at the end of the day, we want them to take their time and make the best game possible, you know. The Court of Owls can wait. That'll be a lot of fun. We cannot have another Cyberpunk thing happen, you know. Anyway, it is what it is. It's tough news for sure, especially these days. Especially on a Friday. No one wants to hear that kind of news on a Friday. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. So next on the news. We have a little bit of news that came after yesterday's Square Enix Presents. A little bit that kind of fell out. One of them being the fact that the Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy, which is basically the 3 reboot games, you know, being put together in a nice little package. For a limited time, you can actually get them for €20 or $20. I think it's till like mid-April or something like that. So if you haven't played these games, getting all 3 of them for $20 is an absolute bargain for sure. I mean, the first one alone is still worth that. They're all really great games in their own right, you know. A little bit of Uncharted, but it's just nice to see those games, and Lara Croft still doing her thing. So that's cool. It's cool that they've done such a deep discount to start off with. As far as I know, it doesn't seem to have any kind of special PS5 or Xbox Series X upgrades. We'll see. One of them are reporting, here we go, until April 2nd. So yeah, you've still got time, you know. You've got like 2 weeks or so, or a week and a half. So yeah, if you're into that, I would definitely do that. Hell yes. 22 pieces of DLC as well. Nice. Very, very nice. I think, yeah, I'm trying to see, there's anything about 4K. Yeah, here we go. This is 4K Ultra. That probably is just Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We'll see. Rise of Tomb Raider still capped at 30 frames. Yeah. Look, if you can play them at 60 frames, that'd be great. That'd be great. Hello, Bernie. Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. Just talking about the Gotham Knights news, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's delayed into 2022. Also, another little bit of news coming out of the Square Enix Presents yesterday is surrounding Marvel Avengers. The fact that the PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man character seems to have been delayed as well. It's been worked on, might not release in 2021. So they have talked about, you know, they're bringing Hawkeye in there. You got Kate Bishop as well. And they just announced the expansion War on Wakanda, which will add Wakanda and the Black Panther himself, which is pretty cool. But it looks like Spider-Man is taking a little bit longer, which is a funny one because the Spider-Man stuff is PlayStation exclusive, and clearly it's got some timed on it. Maybe like, you know, Sony owning Spider-Man, maybe it'll be exclusive for the life of the game. I don't know. But either way, this kind of jumbles up the message a little bit further. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. That could have been a really nice to show off yesterday, but it's all good. It's all good. But we got to give these devs a break because, you know, like I said, most of last year there was very little development actually happening on any of these games because of COVID and that. And it's still going on right now. Got the nice, looks good. Yeah, it does. It's a pity it got delayed, but it's all good. All right, on to the next piece of news. We have a new update for Cyberpunk. I don't know if there's still people actually caring about Cyberpunk, which is kind of sad. I'm waiting for the PS5 updates and all that. It does run a lot better on PS5, even through backwards compatibility, but I know the damage is done for sure. The damage is absolutely done. There's a lot of great fans of it out there. I still think it's a very competent and fun game, but it's unfortunate it's weighed down by so many problems. The Witcher 3, when it launched, had its fair amount of issues, but not in the unplayable state that Cyberpunk was. The issue about bugs is it's always like a player-by-player thing, you know? But when they're so bad, when you got to the level of, say, like Fallout 76 or something, where it is just widespread, you know? They always say that it's very hard to replicate a bug and glitches and things like that because it's just so random. But if you can easily replicate them, or it's happened that awesome, it's clear that something is very, very wrong. So hopefully this new update seems to fix that. This is Polygon reporting on this one. Let's see. Yeah, fixes to police response, which I didn't know was an issue. The driving more so was good. I'm glad they seem to be fixing up the driving, because it did feel kind of, I think it was mostly on the old gen consoles, it was like a response time issue. It felt like, you know, it was a little bit more sluggish. I always thought that would be the hardest thing for them to get right, because it's their first time doing a driving game. It's their first time doing a first-person game. First-person shooter. They've worked on third-person games. But yeah. Slowly but surely. Hopefully the game is getting more and more polished. But yeah, most definitely should have been delayed. Multiple updates, free DLCs. This is their plan for the rest of 2021. Patches and hotfixes. Free next-gen console update. It looks like it. We're hoping to get that in the summer. I mean, the way things are going with Cyberpunk, how bad it's been, it's actually probably starting to affect the next-gen version of The Witcher 3. I hope not, because I want to play that. But we'll see. Anyway, see where that goes. I got 20th win in Fall Guys. Very good, man. Very good. Only trophy left for me is 5 in a row. Yeah, probably me too as well. Plus the Platinum Trophy Worms Rumble. Oh, wow. You've been grinding that? Damn, what's that like to grind out? Holy, is there anybody still playing that one? Next little piece of news is we talked about the FPS boost that Xbox have been giving to some of the Xbox One games, which is really cool. But Eurogamer are actually porting, especially Digital Foundry as well. They're the guys who kind of go over a lot of the performance of games. They're pretty much the #1 voice in the industry for this kind of stuff. So, you know, if you ever want to see how a game is running, always check with Digital Foundry. But they went over a couple of the Bethesda games that got an FPS boost and realized that not only are they getting the FPS boost, but they're getting the extra quick load times. They're saying, you know, things like Prey and Dishonored are loading in a matter of seconds. There's lots of little fixes, which is really cool. So it's not just an FPS boost. They might call it that, but it's clear that these games almost are getting like a patch of their own, which is really cool. A little update patch. And other people are reporting other games as well. The Evil Within apparently is after getting a lot of fixes that the Steam version doesn't have. The Steam version of some of these games are actually quite, like, not broken, but some little things that never got fixed are getting fixed on the freaking Game Pass version. Also reports of Nier Automata as well. They're saying it's a different port to the Steam version completely. It's crazy. Because there was a fan that had to fix things as well. This always comes down to fan fixing things or fan mods. It's crazy. Seems like Microsoft did. That's wild. So if Microsoft are going back and fixing these games, that is insane. That's absolutely insane. Cool. Yeah, look, FAR, the fixed Automata resolution to them, which was a fan thing. God damn. Apparently it was quite stuttery. But there you go. So if you want the optimal Nier Automata PC experience, it would appear it's through the Xbox Game Pass. As wild as that may seem, as crazy, here I am, like, yeah, I'm truly surprised. But it just goes to show that, I don't know, a lot of these devs, it's either too costly or too time consuming to go back and fix these issues on Steam. I have seen it firsthand with things like BioShock. The Steam port of BioShock is a disgrace. It's so broken. Even Okami, which I absolutely love, I had to go in and bury into a whole lot of menus and files to get that working in administration mode. So it's unfortunate that these games are kind of been put out to, and just left to die, basically. It's not fair. I thought things would be better than the days of games of Windows Live, and it doesn't seem to be much better. They're just under one big umbrella like the Windows Store or Steam. Alright, quest still seems fast and worms rumble. Oh, cool. That's good. That's good. Good. Bam, bam. Let me just turn that music down a little bit. I hate the way the volume between tracks change so much. It's hard to find music that's not getting DMCA'd. Oh my god. Alright, so that's really good news for Game Pass games. There's a sign that, you know, there's a bit of love put into these games. And if it is truly is Microsoft doing this, that is very, very impressive. On to the next piece of news. We know that probably we won't have E3 this year. But it would appear that the planning for Gamescom, which is usually held in August, is well underway, which is really cool. Yeah, it's usually held in Cologne, Germany. But obviously with COVID and everything going on, it's been completely up in the air. So it looks like they're planning for like a hybrid digital and physical event, which that's kind of cool. If they are going to do a physical event, it'll probably have a limit on how many people can go there. We'll see how things are in August. We're still a while away, you know, we're still like 5 months away from that, which is a good bit of time. I think Gamescom in Germany used to actually attract more people than E3 in terms of how many people could go there. It was something like 200,000 or something crazy like that. So obviously that's going to have to be nipped in the bud. Maybe it'll be like 10,000 or something. I don't know. I still think when I think of large crowds right now, it's insane. But Gamescom for us is definitely the European E3, and we love it. You know, you're kind of still on a little bit of the high from E3 in June, and you slowly go into Gamescom. It's very fun. Then it goes from Gamescom to TGS, which is Tokyo Game Show, which that gives you a little bit of news as well. So we always have these little shows, which I love, which keep the hype going all year round. The video game industry is bigger than ever. Yeah, see if you have... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I think a lot of people, some people have been getting copyright strikes for their emotes and stuff. So You just got to be careful out there. One person got like a day ban because they had used an emote, someone else's emote or something. I don't know. Crazy. You got to be careful out there. I think the fact that now we have the 3 copy strike system, the same as YouTube now, that tells me that it's over and done with. That DMCA has won, unfortunately. That system is the same system that YouTube is using. It's not good enough because what happens is you're getting mass flagged at once, and instead of being 3 strikes and you're out, they'll just bomb it straight away and it's over. You know, if something gets mass flagged, that should be just 1 strike. You know what I mean? That's just me. Anyway, it's a disaster, Bernie. It's an absolute disaster. I think like every single YouTuber and Twitch streamer should band together and go after DMCA. Just like even just sit down with a mediary or a judge or something. We need to work something out because this is ridiculous. You're destroying some people's livelihoods. You know, those people who stream 24/7 or you know, 7 days a week or whatever. That's their freaking livelihood. So yeah, there's a way to do this and there's a way to not do this, and it's clear that's what's going on right now. Just very unfortunate. I mean, we can't blame Twitch. You know, people want to, and they're an easy target to blame. But like, honest to God, this is exactly what YouTube went through 3-4 years ago. Like, can you not see the pattern? So there's no point blaming the platform. They can only, you can't stand up against like law, you know? Jesus Christ, that would mean like Twitch themselves would have to go to court, and then if they lose, they have to shut down the site basically, you know? We don't want that. So it becomes it's DMCA versus the people. You need to understand, it's all good being passionate about something and having kind of anger towards it, but you need to focus your anger in the right area, you know? You got to be able to do it. And I feel like YouTube had a chance there to lead the charge, and they didn't. And now we're stuck with a fucking algorithm bot, and now Twitch is like, okay, we might as well just kind of go with this. This seems to be sort of working over there, and clearly it's not. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. It's going to cause a lot of friction, a lot of trouble for a lot of people. We'll see. It's going to get down to the point where you're just going to have a completely silent stream and just a streamer talking every time, even in game and everything. It's gone to hell. I already spoke about this, that getting copyright strike or copyright claims for in-game music is ridiculous. How the like, it's okay if it's GTA radio, I get that, it's actual music. But I'm talking about normal instrumental, like beautiful music. What the hell is going on with the world? It's almost as if the game developers themselves don't have the license to their own in-game music. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. It really does feel like the second coming of the whole digital music and Napster fiasco, where yeah, they just basically shut down Napster, shut down everything they could. This ends up leading to more like piracy and very pissed off people. Someone should just fucking hack the DMCA or something. Because they are just a group of suits, you know. They're just a group of suits that represent all the major label. And that's all, record labels, that's all it is. I go and like talk to some of these and they're like, oh, we didn't do this, you know. We want our music to be played wherever. Talk to these bands, these DJs, all these people. And it's clearly not the case with the record label. Clearly. Anyway, enough of that talk. If I keep going on there, I'll just talk forever about that. It's just disappointing, to tell you the truth. Shouldn't affect those small creators that much, but it hurts. You could see, Bernie, you were a big fan of Twitch Sings. That was the first thing to go. That's another thing that people blame Twitch for. It's fucking DMCA. They couldn't keep it going. They tried everything. They're even trying this soundtrack thing. That'll probably go as well. The Twitch soundtrack beta thing. They probably won't be able to get that off the ground. What they should do, right, is band together, say fuck the DMCA, and allow these original music creators on Twitch to have their music all over Twitch, you know, to let them use that. But unfortunately, they probably wouldn't want to do that for free. You'll have a few wonderful artists who do that, but, you know, I don't know. They could curate their own music on Twitch. Maybe that's what the soundtrack's all about, the Twitch soundtrack. I don't know. Nothing ever works. See, yeah, there'd be a problem with that as well, though, Barney. People would feel like they're not, you know, they're not getting enough exposure maybe with it or something, or they'll want to be paid. Who knows? Who knows? Not as if Twitch will pay them anyway. I don't know. It's a disaster. I know they've had a few years jump ahead of YouTube to try and figure things out, but it's clear you cannot get past the DMCA. They are just a wall of red tape and lawyers, probably. Sucks! Really sucks. Anyway, so back to Gamescom. So they're planning on making it take place around the end of August, 25th to the 29th, which is really good. It's about, yeah, like 3 days basically. 3-4 days of news. But I think if I remember last year, it was kind of with the digital event as well. It works out. At the end of the day, the thing about E3 and even Gamescom as well, a lot of these big studios, they realize that, you know, as much as they miss seeing people in person and having those cool events, they're very, very expensive. Like, there's upwards, some people say it takes upwards of like 10 million to have like an E3 showing, you know, just to be there. And, you know, they're probably having to pay off a lot of stuff. So you can imagine, like, even a mid-sized developer, that's a lot of money, you know. It might be a marketing push, but it's not going to grant you instant, you know, sales when a game comes out. You might think so, but sometimes one viral advertisement or trailer can do better than that, you know. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. It's a lot of bloated stuff. That's where you see, like, Devolver Digital was like, okay, we're going to do our own thing. They started off by completely going against E3 and doing their own E3 event across the road, you know, down in LA. That was kind of cool. Now they do their own little digital event, which is cool. So like borderline cringe, but still fun. So I could see a lot of them, even the big guys, going, "Fuck it, we'll just keep it digital because we control the message and we spend a lot less money." And probably to them, they could do a lot more with that money. You know, who knows? Who knows? Yeah. So there you go. That's what's going on. And as a nice little extra little announcement, Jeff Keighley also announced that he will be doing his opening night live, which he did. He's been doing the last couple of years, which is good. You know, obviously he's got his game awards as well, but there's something, like, I feel like these little moments, these little gaming conferences don't really kick off until Jeff Keighley's involved. It's good, dude. Anyway, so yeah, Tuesday, August 24th. It's good to already have announcements like this happening like 5 months in advance. That's insane. Like, we still don't know what's going on with E3. It's cool. Nice. Nice. Sorry, I got off a little bit talking about DMCA issues as always. Alright, next piece of news. If you couldn't tell, this is Plasmaphobia. Plasmaphobia has just got a new update, which apparently lets the ghosts touch you. I think they're able to open doors now. There's a whole lot of cool things. I haven't played it in a minute, but oh man, it's so much fun. Let's go over here. Of course, it's like from Twitter to there, back to Twitter again. Drive me nuts. There we go. If I do this, perfect. So let's see. Optimize how salt spawns in. Cool, cool. Because salt's always been a weird one. It just dumps it on the ground and you hope they walk on it. Let's see. Crucifix will now have a visual change with each use. That's good. That's good. That's been very confusing. Photo reward values now use a quality level. Ooh, based on the distance you took the photo rather than reward being random. Okay, cool. They're adding little stuff. Like, Plasmaphobia is an awesome game. It's done by a very small team. I wish them all the best. Each player will now have a unique color on the minimap. Alright, cool. I never really use that kind of stuff. Usually they say it's best to keep one person in the van checking on things, which is cool. Let's see. New. The ghosts will now have a chance to blow out candles. Oh, creepy if they're close and the room lights are off. That is creepy. Yeah, I hear they can open doors now. They're also able to really hear you on the mic. Add 5 new objectives. Detect a ghost presence with a candle. Detect ghost footsteps. A parabolic mic. Intermediate and professional. Escape the ghost during a hunt with no deaths. Ooh. Use a smudge stick with the ghost is hunting a player and get an average sanity of below 25%. That's cool as well. Alright. Let's see. Oh, they're talking about VR and haptics and all that. That's really cool. That game in VR is mad. Alright. Nice. Nice bit of news. Alright. I was talking about Red Candle Games before. They just posted, it was kind of weird timing, but they just posted a new little a cool little teaser for their next game. These are the guys who made Detention and Devotion. They're a Taiwanese developer. They've been going through a lot of trouble with censorship. Their game being removed from Steam and GOG. But it's really cool. It kind of reminds me, it's like hand-drawn art style. Looks like they may be going for like a Spirit Fair. It looks like there might be combat as well, which is really cool. They started with a 2D side-scrolling horror game, and then Devotion was first person. So yeah, it's not been that long since Devotion's been out. They've been probably, ironically, devoting a lot of time to try to get that game on the market. Because I hear it's very good. It's just so sad. At this point, they can't even just remove the little joke they made because the damage has been done. It just goes to show, like, we all love our Easter eggs in video games, and we all love finding little nods to other games. But in this case, a joke cost them probably their livelihood. You know, that kind of thing can threaten the very company itself. So I wish the best for them, because at the end of the day, it was a damn joke. To me, it wasn't even that controversial because I don't understand it. It's just one of those weird little jokes, inside jokes. But yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I wish the best for them. All right. Last but not least, I want to double check is there any other news as well, real quick. Whoops. Because the Gotham Knights news just went up as soon as I got in. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. So I gotta keep an eye out. You know yourself. You know how it is. You never know. We could have updates. This Fall Guys Season 4 looks amazing, buddy. They keep showing off little teases and stuff. Looks really cool. Everything I see from it, it just gets better and better. I'm excited for that. Alright. Alright. No. Okay. That's everything on that side. Okay, cool. So, I briefly went over this the other day. But I didn't really get into it. I didn't know too much about it. But next week on the 26th of March, I believe it's the 26th, right? It probably says it there or something. Yeah. Is it? There we go. March 26th. I'm blind as bat. Sorry. It's right there in front of my face and I can't see it. Xbox are going to do a nice little ID at Xbox, which is basically their indie game initiative. They're going to be doing a little stream about that. Now, before you go, okay, indie games, alright. Indie games are where the heart of the industry lies, you know. We wouldn't have half of the games without indie games. But this is also important because there's a lot of, you know, what you think as indie games, maybe like side-scrollers and all this kind of stuff. There's so much beauty in indie games. But they're not all like that either. So games like Stalker 2 is going to be there. Second Extinction, which is a game I really want to play. It's basically like, if you remember those old Turok games, you're fighting against dinosaurs, first-person shooter. Yeah, Second Extinction. It's in early access, I believe, on Steam right now. It's doing very well. I want to play the shit out of it. I really do. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of great stuff. Over 25 games. It's awesome. Damn. And this one seems to be in collaboration with Twitch Gaming as well, which is even cooler. Very, very cool. Let's see what this is. If it's a talking piece. No, it's not. Okay. Cool. So it's cool that they're collabing with Twitch Gaming for sure. Hello, Dutch. How's it going? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. Speedrun the new DLC. Nice. What have you got? An hour and 20 minutes. Awesome. Damn, dude. Ain't no joke. Alright. That'll be fun. Let me see some of these. Code Sync. There's a lot of games we're kind of waiting to hear about. Humble Bundle. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, cool. So that'll be fun. You run wasn't optimized at all. Ooh, very nice. On Ultra Violence as well. Cool. Is that your favorite difficulty? We tried on the other ones. I'd get destroyed. Like, I barely made it through Ultra Nightmare. Oh, no, you're doing... No, Ultra Violence. There we go. Damn it, what the hell is my brain today? It's definitely Friday. You're, like, jacked to the tits, but you're also, like, running on empty. Yeah, Ultra Nightmare is the crazy hard one. Good God. Yeah, GG's, man. Keep at it. Keep at it. I can't wait to get it. I want to see if there's, like, a season pass or something I can get. I'd like to play both of them back to back. Yeah, one death. Dude, that's insanely fucking awesome. Don't be sad about one death. Damn. Yeah, so that's basically the big news of today. So far, if anything else happens, we'll see. Like I said, I won't be doing this daily, the daily dose of gaming over the weekend, because not a lot of games gets dropped during the weekend. They tend to just rehash everything, you know. But yeah, I don't really stream at the weekend anyway, so it works out. It works out. The DLC one was harder though. Okay, okay. There is a season pass. Awesome. It's not really about the money either. It's just, it's always nice to save a few euro. Hey Cyber, I hope you're doing good. Thank you for that host. How's it going, Dynamite? The man with the many ambulances. What happened, sir? Tell me what happened. Thanks for doing these. Yeah, I like doing them. You're very welcome. I love doing these, you know. I don't mind. It's one of those things that I hope kind of takes off, you know. Even if we are just going over some news of the day. $10. Okay, well there you go. Well then, hell yeah. That's definitely something I'll be doing. Be so much swearing and rage though, Dutch, when I play that. Oh my god. Just say cops were chasing me and having a mod. I bet you they couldn't get through to you though, right? You just caused a massive ambulance roadblock. Well done. Well done. I went over the games I got, the 3 for 20. They all look great. Like, I'm actually excited. Never thought I'd say this, but I'm excited to play Division 2 with, you know, all the PS5 upgrades and all that stuff. That'll be really cool. We'll wait for that. Got it so cheap. Why not? Yeah, he's been messing around with mods and stuff. You gotta love it. Poor little cops. At least nobody died that day, right? Wow. Nobody died, right? And even if they did die, all the paramedics would help them. See, I like getting all those cars together like that and then just setting off one little rocket launcher or one little grenade and you just have this beautiful chain reaction. La 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 la. So good. Wow. Mod menus. Yeah. I was kind of hoping with the way Bethesda were going with their like console mods, I was hoping that would usher in a lot of that kind of stuff. I still think it will come in time. It's just going to take an awful long time. You know, very slowly console games are getting more of the PC graphical settings like FOV sliders and just, you know, with performance and quality modes, being able to change the resolution and frame rate is really good. You know, it's still very limited, but it's still kind of fun to see that. We are getting closer to that. So I'd like to see that. I know a lot of the mods on the Bethesda games are quite limited, especially on the PlayStation side, for whatever reason, Sony. But on Xbox, some of those old games got very extensive list of mods. PS4 also more easily hackable now. That's true. I always feel like when you go the next generation, the console before it then just becomes... I don't know if it's because the manufacturer don't care anymore. But yeah, like look what's going on with the Wii U now. Jesus Christ, it's seen a whole new life as this emulation machine. It's cool. Exploited jailbreak works up to 7. Yeah, how do you like roll back those updates though? Some of the consoles do not make that easy. I guess you factory set it, and then maybe with a USB or something. I know once you go online, you can't. That's the thing, you can't, right? You can't go online with those consoles if you're gonna modify them. That's cool. But it's interesting. Yeah, not possible. Yeah, I wonder. I suppose the only way would be to try and get the firmware update or something on a USB. But yeah, that's not. Yeah, I highly doubt PlayStation would allow that themselves. There used to be a way of doing it. Some of the consoles would kind of get bricked, and that would be the only way of getting them back. Yeah, this has been my first week of this daily dose of gaming, just going over the game news, and it's been fun. It's been very, very fun. I hope I can continue this as long as possible. It's a lot of fun just to start off, even like a half an hour. It's really cool. It feels like you know, like watching a little TV show or something before the games start off. I love it. All right, cool. That's all of the news for today. That was this week's daily dose of gaming. We'll be back on Monday with this one. Hell yeah.